Hey there, happy Friday. I am so challenged today. I actually did a live like about an hour ago that lasted about an hour, and I didn't realize I didn't stream it to all three channels. And I was tired and cranky, and I was like, So I just privated that one, and I'll do a quick show of the stickers that I got, but I'm not doing all that I did before because that in part aggravated me. So these are the stickers that I received. Um, these are not my favorite. I'm not opening it all up to show you, but you'll see them when I start working on some of them. I don't know, maybe I might work on one of them now because there's some in here that actually, can I open that? Um, I do like the color of some of these. They're kind of like antique looking in a way, but and there's some nice shapes. My favorites are the stamped looking ones, but the stamp ones I'll probably leave just the way they are. I can show you those. There's just a few of them. Um, I like these. Um, and I figured there's some in here. It's like, oh yeah, I could work with it. That might fit somewhere. But honestly, as far as these, I look at them in a way as a way to just bulk up a page so that I can color over them. I can color over the bulk that it makes because I'm not one for stickers. Okay, there's some like these that are like the stamp medallion, and I I I like the shape. I like the fact that it's a medallion stamp, but I feel like it needs more bling, and I want to see. I think the paper is such where I can actually color over it and add color to it to bring out the image. So that's probably what I'm going to do with the ones that are like this. Um, so yeah, and I'm actually going to put that in front because I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to do that all of a sudden. Just get my acrylic markers and start, you know, zhuzhing them up. Um, my favorite ones. Well, all three of these sets I like for different reasons, except for this thing in here. I don't like that. I think that was an extra they gave me, this thing right on top, and I don't really care for those. Um, oh shoot, I forgot. Yeah, this is one reason why I'm not into stickers. Tiny things hanging around that I have to try and keep under control are not on my list of things I like to do at all. I don't like dealing with tiny things and having to organize tiny things. And I forgot that um, these were easy to take out of the package, but they're not easy to get back in, even though they're packaged really pretty. Um, these are really nice. I really like these. Um, they're on translucent, you know, backing or whatever. Um, I love these. So that's more, if I'm going to use a sticker, this is more my judge. But I really only intend to use them like in, like artwork and stuff. I'm not trying to put stickers on my belongings. I don't like that. Even putting stickers on my car, I can't. No. Um. So there's these, and I'm not taking them out, and I haven't taken them out because of the disaster with taking these out. It's like, no, we're not going there. Trying to get these back into the package was a big no, and so I'm not even going to try anymore. Um, so there's these, and it shows on the back what each one is. I don't know if, boy, I'm doing more than I thought I was going to do with this. Um, for the second time. This is the other one, and they have these nice little medallion things that are really, I don't know, they're just kind of pretty. So I am really glad that I got this set because this is really up my alley as far as flowers and how delicate they look. I really like that. I feel like it's something you could actually put on a coloring page or something like that to kind of fill in the background or whatever. I would not color over these because these are beautiful. I love them. Um, it's these. So that's that. And I gotta try and get it back in the package. This is the package that those came in. I don't know. Can I get them back in there? I don't know why I would even try. Um, I just hate to forget that they're so. I don't know if I can do this. I really don't like dealing with small things at all. It brings out the frustrated individual in me. Oh, jeez Louise. There we go. This gets stuck to the... I can't really see them because they are transparent. The plastic is transparent. They stick to the plastic on here, or the glue on there. So it just has me like trying to... I can't. It annoys me. See, I'm getting annoyed again. And I don't want to mess them up either. You know? There's that part. So I wasn't about to do this with every single package because it's like, okay, just doing it with the one is difficult. Okay, there we go. Maybe you get better with practice, but like this is... My fine motor skills are not wanting to be like, no, they're not in the mood today. Let me get that in there. And make sure I get them all in there so I don't suddenly find one somewhere and it's like, oh, that's out of the package, and then it's really going to be misplaced forever because I hope I got them all. Nope, I didn't. Yeah, see, this is why I don't know. It's a storage thing of stickers. One reason why I'm not fond of them. I also think about the whole idea of production of them. What's involved in that? I don't know. And who are they having to do with this? It just seems like, just for the fact of their small things, like this is something they make little kids do. And that doesn't make me feel good. I don't know. I have some kind of... I don't know what it is. I can't describe it. But anyway, let me try not to be cranky like I was earlier, because I really was cranky. I just got a lot going on. Okay, I think these are also my favorites. These two, the ones I just showed you, and these are like, oh my gosh. Okay, that's worth it. Now these, oops, those are coming up the thing. These cute little boxes too, which I like because each style is in a separate box. This is like, to me, like more compact, easy. I like the storage of these better. Um, so on the back it shows what's inside. I'm trying to find which way is up, so I don't have to open the whole thing. I know exactly what's in there, and I can get out what's in there. similar to the flower ones I just showed. They're so pretty. Look at that. And I like these also because it can help me practice drawing as well and help me think more about color when I'm coloring leaves in pictures. We'll take some of these out because they are easier to put in, kind of. This thing keeps getting in the way. Okay. Oh, we're still flapping all over. I think I took out too many. So these are also like, kind of transparent or whatever. And look at that. That's beautiful. And I'm dropping them. I love this one because it reminds me of a plant that I did grow in my yard one year. Just it was all, a green plant. It wasn't a flowering plant. And oh my gosh, they dried so nice. And they looked so nice in cut flowers. Okay, I need to put these away because they're falling all over the place. What's this one? These are two together. No. Oh my gosh. It just fell out of my lap. Okay. This really does look like it was pressed. This doesn't look like it was painted. That's kind of wild. So I was trying to figure out with some of these, the saying that they're, like pressed flowers. I'm like, well, they're not real, right? And I don't know if they're real or not. Some of them, they just look so realistic that kind of makes you wonder. I think they're beautiful, though. Hold on, let me put this one in here. Yeah, I'm not going to open any more because, again, I don't want to. They're kind of too delicate. I don't want to. And too easy for me to, to lose. But I don't know if that's. You see that? That is just gorgeous. Okay. Although now I'm kind of curious. I think this was the only box that I actually opened. Was this one. Let's open the purple one. No, let's open this one. I think some of these were coming through the bottom. Anyway. Let's try not to get as many. I'm trying to figure out the right way to get them out the box without getting too many. Wow, they're just so delicate. This little thing here it seems this how it extends in here. It actually seems it's kind of nice because it keeps everything from coming out because the stickers kind of hide underneath this flap, which is good for people like me who are really klutzy. What's that? Oh, brother. Okay. Then, okay, here's more. I don't know what they are, but I like the colors and I like how delicate they are. So these will probably last me a lifetime. Oh, now see there, now I just found another one from the previous pack that's still out. See, that's why I can't do these things. I cannot do these things. Can't do stickers. These are slipping out from the bottom. I need to tape that. But this is basically for me doing, mostly for like the art journaling, which I realize that's really what it is, not junk journaling, it's art journaling. So they're mostly for me to do that. And it's just another bit of material to add for me to play around with and figure out what I like, what I don't like, and so on. So I got these. I'm not going to open any more because I don't. Oh, yeah, see, I got to put this one back. It blends in too well with everything. But I like that they're transparent. I like the transparent ones. So, get you in there. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to do this all over again. But I'm really feeling like I just want to color. I need to do something to relax because it's really been stressful the past 2 days. And it's about to get more stressful. Maybe, well, I'm praying about that. But if it goes how it usually goes, it's going to be more stressful. But God could make that different. And He might be making that different. So I am open to whatever He does. But if it goes how it usually goes, it's going to be very stressful. So I kind of got to be ready for anything. And it's possible I may have a meeting next week and all this other kind of stuff. It's like, my break has been no break, really, quite honestly. But we will survive. Okay, I want to put all these back in the same bag. If it would fit, I don't think that one will fit in here though. Then these are the first ones that I saw that got me to make a purchase of stickers. Not these ones on the top. I don't know where these fell out of, but I think they fell out of this bag, and I think they were just kind of like an extra, because, like, they ugly. But I open the package. So there's like 2 packs of these, if you see that. And they're basically, they're all sayings. They're all quotes from famous people. And so mostly I'm just using them and I was attracted to the color of them, the colors. And I immediately thought, well, I'll use these as prompts. I can put them in my art journal. I can, like, put them also in my writing journal and just, like, put one there and then just keep going from there and like, use it as a writing prompt or a creating prompt. Or use it because it seems to fit with something that I, did in the art journal. It's like, oh, this kind of reminds me of this. This would go with this or whatever. And you know what? I never looked at it when I took these out. I should probably use one because I'm curious how these work. I think it is just a sticker and it peels off, but they look so flat and everything that maybe they don't. I don't know. But I think it said it was stickers, so yeah, it is. Okay, that peeled off. What's this say? I detest the man who hides one thing in the depths of his heart and speaks forth another. Oops. Uh-oh. That's by Homer. Well, dang. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. So that was what started it. Was this package. I saw this on Amazon. I was like, okay, I could probably do stickers like that. And then that's when I started seeing the other ones, and in particular the flower ones. It's like, yeah, I could do that. I could see doing something with that. I don't know what these other ones say. Maybe I'll look at them this time because I didn't before. I was like, ooh. But it fell out of the pack, and I don't know which pack it fell out of. I think it may have been an extra that somebody put in for these, probably because I can't get rid of them. Oh, excuse me. Let's look at them. How do you open it? At least they tell me have a good day. Yeah, see, I think it's a freebie. I don't know how to open it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can't do really tiny things. It aggravates me. And in the first video I attempted to make, I was talking about that with because I was looking up how this whole bag is okay, there we go. I was looking up how people use the King Art gel crayons, and I saw a lot of videos where people were saying how they use it for backgrounds. I'm like, well, that's kind of obvious to me. Okay, use it for backgrounds, but I wanted to use it for more than that. And the only thing so far that I've been able to find where people use it for more than just backgrounds is they're doing what Bubble Studio was saying about using water, right? And like using a brush and either putting some of the gel crayon in a palette and adding water and using the brush that way, or using a wet brush, dabbing the tip of the gel crayon, and then using it that way. Well, I have a problem with that because both ways involve water. I hate using water with anything. I'm just not, for several reasons. I'm too accident prone, too many things on my desk that cannot get wet, that should not get wet, and yeah, so I don't like that. So I can show you what I've been doing with it. All you need is ice cream. Okay. I prefer gelato. I sure hope it does. Positive mind, positive vibes, positive life. Wah, wah, wah. Whatever. I guess they're not so bad. I just think they're like kind of stupid. Sorry. I'm in a mood today. I mean, they're okay. They're just too pithy for me, Bring your own sunshine. No limits. Well, some things there need to be limits, so enjoy the little things. Well, that's true. Don't despise the day of small things, of small beginnings. What is that? What is that? I know it has to do with Zerubbabel. I can't remember what book of the Bible it's in. I don't know. Don't despise the day of small things. My dad, my hero, my guardian angel, he watched. Oh, brother. Okay. A dreamer is one who can only find her way by moonlight. Okay, that's stupid too. See what I mean? I am in. Okay, let me tell you something. I am in the mood where the only conversation that would work for me is a conversation with my friend Andy who passed away. That's the only thing that would fix it. That's the only thing, like, because he was the person in the world who most gets me. But I dreamed about him the other night. It was wild. I dreamed about him and I dreamed about my mother. I'm like, what is that about? Two dead people in one dream? Like, what is that about? It's like really weird. And my mother was driving a bus. Okay, there's something in there, right? My mother was driving a bus and we were all on it. So I gotta think about that dream. It was something that was on my mind. But the great thing about that dream was that my friend Andy was and his wife were, they were both there and they were together. And I think if I wasn't smiling all during the dream, I was smiling when I woke up. Okay. Foxy just sent me a message on Instagram. Oh my gosh, everything's falling. Everything's falling. Hold on. Oh, and can I see it? Is the question. I can't see things when they go under here. It's a problem. Yeah, and under here is actually, yeah, I guess we'll get that. Some water that I spilled. I won't keep it in anything big, but I had some in here and it fell. And I couldn't find where it went to. Which was, so this is why, like me, no, I don't need any water in this space, period. The end. Not until I get it organized. No, fully organized. I need some lip dew. My lips are dry. So one good thing, I ate twice today already, which is like um, good. I had yogurt this morning and I put a little bit of chia in it, and I just had almost a whole tuna fish sandwich. So, and in the tuna fish, I put in um, celery and I put other stuff in there. I did the breadcrumb thing, like I learned on YouTube that's what delis actually do. Totally revolutionizes the tuna fish, and it really does. Um, I actually made a long time, not well, yeah, a while ago, a few years back. I canned beets, and I was trying to figure out what to do with the stems. It's like I can't throw away the stems, and I wasn't ready to um, either I had already done some kind of stir fry thing with the stems or something. I don't know. But I had stems left over. And it's like, well, I wonder what would happen if I pickled the stems just like I pickle the zucchini. Because I pickle zucchini. I make zucchini pickles. Um, so I did. And I happened to open a jar of them a couple months ago. And they're actually good. It just tastes like pickles. That's all. And they're in a smaller form. Which kind of works like with making tuna fish. It's like instead of making relish, I already have relish because I have the chopped up, beet stems that are pickled. So that was in my tuna fish too. So I got my vegetables in there. So I feel good about that. I bought some spinach yesterday when I went. Actually, I had groceries delivered because I was dealing with a work thing and I couldn't leave. But so I have some spinach so I can up my game with that because the weather's been so off and then I'm going on and on. One thing leads into another, but it really does and has been that it seems that hey TaylorMade, it seems that when I what is on here? Ugh. When I was driving the other day, when was it? Tuesday, went to the dentist and it was like, kind of, white out and all the other kind of stuff. And for some reason, I discovered they really hadn't plowed, which is unusual around here. And I actually was probably driving on 6 inches of snow and didn't realize it. And, and so all that snow had impacted, had, is that the word? Impacted, whatever, was all packed up into the underneath my car, and I have like a Subaru, like, and it's like is really low to the ground, um, and ever since then, it's like it feels like my car was shaking, like something was messed up under there, like out of alignment or push. It's just something was weird. So, and why did I say that? Oh, that's why I didn't stop at the grocery store on my way home. The next day, when I had to go out because my car was shaking and that was really weird. And I thought, I, the snow had melted out of my rims because when I got up to leave, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Wednesday. When I left the house on Wednesday and went out to my car to leave, there was snow. All of my rims were like the hole in the, thing or whatever, holes in them. It was all packed with snow. But when I um, went to leave where I went to, that was all melted. So I don't know why. Like it would seem like everything that was, if it was, there was snow packed up into the underneath my car, it seemed like that would have been all melted too. But it's possible that while it was under there, it pushed something out of alignment or something. So my husband's gonna take my car in, and he drove it, and he's like, "Yeah, it is doing something weird," and so to do that. So yeah, so I wound up, instead of stopping for groceries that day, like I had planned on it, I just came home and then I ordered groceries the next day through Instacart. So first time I ever ordered that much through them. So okay, so now I'm gonna color after blah 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 blah. So something that I learned here, and I talked about it in the first video I tried to make, but whatever. That I'm trying to figure out these King Art gel pens and what I can do with it besides backgrounds and besides dabbing with a paintbrush, because like I'm not about that life. I don't like that. I like to lay down color. I don't dab. That's not me. I'm not into the dainty colorist thing. So I had the what you see here on the outside of that brown was because, okay, so I laid down very carefully. Um, the King Art gel pens, they have a broad tip, so it's really hard to color this, but I painstakingly tried to do that. In some cases, I also use the US Art gel crayons because they're a smaller diameter, but for the most part, I used the King Art ones. And so I was like, okay, well, that doesn't look too bad. But I thought I can't leave it like that because I was thinking it might smear or transfer over or whatever. And plus, I didn't have the nice defined lines I like to have on the hair on Hannah Carlson's people. And so I did use water after watching all those videos about how people use them. I dabbed one of these brushes. I think I used, where's that narrow one? I tried to use this one. I was trying to figure out which one is the best one to use because I can't get to all my brushes right now. So I had to use whatever was at hand. And so I thought, well, let me try and use this one, and I can kind of it was hard. It was hard and annoying. So that's why I have these things there. And it washed out, no matter how much I tried, it washed out too much color. It and then I was angry because it's like all that vibrant color I painstakingly put down. It's like all kind of like, made it. Meh. Um, so then it's like, well, how do I get the color back again or make something work with it? And so that's when I used my alcohol marker and I started doing the lines like I like to do with Hannah Carlson's hair. And normally with pencil, I would be doing that, as I'm coloring each one or whatever, or a chunk of them. But in this case, I went in after doing the water on top of the gel crayon and did the lines. I did one side and I was like, you know what? I kind of like that. And I kind of like how it feels doing that. Um, and I liked how it looked. So then, because I wanted to add a little more depth, I wound up using one of my oh, was it this one? I think it was another one actually, but I used a Prismacolor. Is this a beige, peachy beige? I think, yeah. I used this one to kind of like bring out some of the highlights a little bit. Make some parts a little lighter or whatever to give it some depth. And I was like, okay, I like that. But it was a long ways getting there. I don't know if I enjoyed the journey, but I did it. But first time usually is the hardest anyway. It could be I could do this again now, knowing the process I went through, and I might enjoy it, maybe. But don't hold your breath. Um, I need to find my other tools um, to smear and push um, pigment and use those. But like I don't remember where they are, and they're not right at hand because, like I said, my room right now is a wreck. Um, One thing I think I'm going to do tonight, because my husband has an event to go to, I I'm going to try and do some of the organizing that I wanted to do over the past 4 weeks that I haven't been able to because he was working on the bathroom. So he'll be gone, so I can like try and do something at least, so I can access the coloring supplies and know where each one of them is. Um, yeah, so I may be doing that, even though it's making me tired just thinking about it. Trying to do that just in a couple hours, that might be my only chance. Cause so I think, yeah, I really wish there were a way for these, like the Miracle Art crayons and these King Art gel crayons. I wish there were a way to like make them into a point or something, or make them into a smaller, I don't know, something. Because that's too big for me. It makes it. That's why everybody's saying, "Oh, well, I use it for, backgrounds." That's why everybody's doing that, is because it's a broad tip. Um, and the only way I don't know, I got to find another way to work with them, because I do love the color, the vibrancy of the color. That's another reason why I don't want to use water with them. I don't want to lose the vibrancy of the color. I don't want to wash it out. I want it to be bright and bold. Um, okay. So let me see. Did I use? Oh, the face. I didn't talk about the face. Let me do this first, and I'll tell you about the face, because it's bugging me that this is not done, and I can't believe I can't find any of my things that smear. I just don't understand where they are, because I didn't think they were that far away from me, unless I changed what I put them in, thinking something else was a better. I just can't imagine that I put them that far away from me. Let's see. Oops, what's that? It's really odd. Let's see. Let's look for chalk. Yeah, I don't know. It's really strange. It's like I move one box and then it makes that other box totally invisible, and then I don't know where it is anymore. I wonder if I have one stashed in here. Or no, I took it out to put it with the rest of them. Looks like. Okay. Well. Oh, what's in here? Oh no. Oh, there's one. What do you call it? Stipple. Whatever you call them things. Might be able to improvise with that. Because my brushes are all in one box that's like tucked. There's stuff on top of it, and ugh. That's usually why when I work in a medium, I gotta stay with it for a while, because um, to get to another one and what it takes to work with another one takes too much effort. So I gotta stick with one for a while. I can't, and I think that's another reason why I stay in one book for a while too. to be honest. Is then I don't have to shuffle things around all the time, constantly. So if I stay in one book and I'm using one type of medium, one or two, those two are out and I don't have to worry about the other ones until I change books. Okay, so this kind of worked. So all else fails, I guess, use a Q-tip. And I'm just going to ignore that white part. And I'm going to use pencil. And now I did watch a video today where, I think her name was Brittany Iris, where she was using pencil and the gel, King Art gel crayons. So I need to watch that video a little bit more, but it seems like she was designating space on whatever the object was she was coloring. Part of it had the King Art gel on it, and part of it had the pencil, and she was using water. So, I mean, if I have to use water on some of them, I guess, but water in this book, I do not want to use because it starts to pill. You know, the paper starts to flake, and yeah, I don't want to ruin the book like that. So I really have to think about what I use. And it was really cool to notice that, because I don't remember if I said that. I might have said that already. I don't remember. Okay, now it did. Okay, notice this. Was it the top part? I didn't see that before. Yeah, the part I just did bled through. And the reason why it did that is because there isn't enough of the gel art crayon on that spot. So if I do this, I have to make sure that I have enough gel crayon down on the paper to, prevent the alcohol marker from bleeding through. So that's something I kind of like them together, and knowing now that the gel crayon can be a barrier to prevent the bleed through is something good for me to remember. But now I just did that one because I was so focused on blending that spot, I forgot about, that I need to make sure the alcohol marker is right on top of the gel crayon. It can't be outside of it. It's got to be on top of it because the gel crayon keeps it from bleeding through. But this is just the introductory page, so we'll find a way to make it work and blend in. Okay, so can we really get to coloring now? Just a little bit. Let me see what time it is, because I'm also doing laundry, and I don't know. I'm trying not to look at anything to do with work today because it took up way too much of my time this week, and it's old stuff, not new stuff. The stuff I'm trying to work on to get ready, and it really, could have really sent me over the deep end. I kind of had to be in warfare mode, somewhat spiritual warfare mode, and just just on top of it because some people were trying to invade my boundaries, and I had to kind of check them like a Canadian hockey player. Had to go hard. So, okay. So the face, because that's probably where I got to figure out. Oh, the beads. The beads I did the vertical ones last, and I did them differently from the ones going across. mainly because I didn't like how it turned out, how difficult it was to work on the ones the way I did it here. Is the way I did the ones here, the horizontal ones. I started with an acrylic marker, with the metallic acrylic marker, and then went over it with a white acrylic marker, and I had to go over it again and again and again and again because it wasn't covering um well enough. It wasn't doing the pop that I wanted it to do. So then when I did the vertical ones, I started with a Prismacolor brown pencil and did like colored like the outline mostly of it and in a little bit, leaving mostly the middle with nothing. And then I used the metallic acrylic marker, um, and went over it into the middle and went over it. And I like how these turned out better. Um, Something else that I did get, this is the same time I got the stickers, was something I've been holding out from getting for like probably like 3 years. And I bought some Posca markers. I only wanted the white in like two sizes, but I couldn't get that. I couldn't get them individually, and I couldn't get a set of just white that would have the points that I wanted. So I wound up getting the black and white set. I was like, okay, well, I guess I will use them. Hopefully they last forever, because I don't know how much I'll be using the other ones, but although now when I look at like this mess here, maybe that could be cleaned up, but with one. So I think I'm actually going to open them now because I kind of want to see if I can fix these, because they're really bugging me. Let's just see which size I need. I think I probably just need the small one. And only because the acrylic pen, the acrylic white wasn't going over the metallic very well. So that's why I kind of broke down and it says, okay, I just need to get them. Stop trying to avoid the issue. And I need something to do this on. Let's see what this. Trying to drop anything. Oh, well, I guess I can't use that, can I? What else do you have? Is this? Oh, that's kind of. Really didn't get them for something this big, but I mean little. But we're gonna try and make it work somehow. Oh my gosh, I think I need to get closer. Okay, see that goes over it so much better. So I guess it was time to get the Posca pens. I mean, I even put white on here on places where I didn't think it should be, just because I was trying to cover that spot. Trying to clean it up a little bit. There's some things that these Posca pens do that nothing else can, obviously. And I'm seeing that right now. That white pops. That might look weird, but I don't care. We're learning. Oh, the one in the middle. In the middle, in the middle. Oops. My hand slipped. Oh well. I might be able to stick a little Prismacolor brown in there to kind of even it out a little bit, maybe. Okay, so the face. The face, I'm going to live with, I'm going to say it is a fantastical image. Not trying to be realistic, which in some ways, you're not really trying to be realistic with a Hannah Carlson book anyway. I think I was, in part, it's like I just want to color. I don't care. And and I used a combination of the King Art gel pens and the US Art gel crayons and the US Art gel crayons. That was what I went down there with first. I actually then, I was blending and I also used some of the one of those gel crayons to do the side here. And then, which I was playing, I was getting a little dangerous there, kind of getting daring. Because trying to do that with a big tipped, crayon is kind of you're kind of living on the edge. No pun intended. And it was really her face was golden, right? Really golden. So what I wound up doing was I used a little bit of a Prismacolor brown, but around here in particular to kind of, because I didn't want to keep trying with the gel crayon and mess it up. I also used this to do underneath the lip, and I just kind of blended throughout. So it's kind of interesting to see that this kind of went over. It worked with the gel crayon a little bit after I blended the gel crayon, so that gave me a little more indication of how this, the gel crayons work. Then I went around the eyes and stuff to kind of mellow out that kind of melon color that was happening there. And then I actually added a very light purple, which is that purple still there? Should be, because I don't think I put it back in the... I don't know where it is. Better not be gone. Okay. Oh yeah, it's still up here. It's this color, purple, from my Polychromos. I went in there very lightly in here and in there, and maybe even a little bit in there to kind of brown out that, brown up the gold color that was there. And I think it worked, and it doesn't really look purple. So I toned down that kind of Hypro glow that she had before that was really kind of crazy. And I thought it would be hard to match other colors to it if her face was that gold or whatever color that was. So now I have to figure out what to do the background, what color to make the background, and everything else basically. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I have no idea. And I have to be able to cover up this stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do that either. So, although I suppose I could do that by using a King Art crayon. But also I don't feel like I have the right tool to do that. I don't have the right tool out to do that. I don't know. So we're going to do something now. I really am. Because I need to... not sure what to do with her eyebrows because I can't do that with gel crayons because they're too big. I don't know. I'm going to have to find my brushes. Because I really don't... I have some brushes out, but I feel like they're too good for me to use for this. So... let us see. I have to do her neck. Oh, maybe I should do that now because that's kind of weird. It's going to be hard to match those weird colors, I think. And I have too much stuff on my desk. And that's another thing, the King Art crayons. It's too much on my desk. It takes up too much space. I have to find a way to deal with that because I don't like they're taking up too much space. It's driving me nuts. I'm trying to remember what I used from here. Let's see. I almost thought about giving her a turtleneck just so I don't have to try and match her face. I looked at it, I was like, can I give her a turtleneck? It's like, probably not. That might be kind of weird. So, I think I try and match the color. That's not fun. So, see, to me, this is, I don't know. This is too much like work to me. You know? I'm not really enjoying it. I'm just doing it. I don't know. Whereas when I use pencil, I'm enjoying it. And I don't know if it's just because this is new to me. I don't know how to use it or what, but I don't know how I feel about it. And that color is kind of weird. It's not really matching. But then if I use this with the brown on the bottom, maybe that'll help. Maybe I can kind of make the rest work by using pencil. Can I do that? Oh. I'm not having fun with it. I don't like that part. If I'm not having fun with it, then it's like, nope. But then, if I try something new, you can also get stuck doing the same old thing. And I don't want that either. Okay, that kind of works. I think I gotta go turn my dryer off. I didn't think it was on that wrinkle-free setting. I guess I pressed it by mistake. No, I'm gonna fake it. Just gonna fake it. Oh, I don't know. What noise? What kind of noise? There's something on the side of my desk is it that? There's like paper on the side of my desk that this is rubbing against when I move things. I don't think you can hear my dryer because that's all the way downstairs. Oh. I hate to have to. Oh, I don't want to use more. I don't want to dig through which box this color is in. I really don't. I really do not. Maybe that's another reason why I like to use just pencils, because there's, one thing on your desk. That's it. I know that's yellow. I'm trying to match your face. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all these goofy things on the side of my desk. Papers and the plastic that some of these brushes are still in. Okay, that's good for now. I don't care. I'm not really. Oh, there's my hair. Oh, brother. And there's that. I always wanted to fix that. That looks nasty. I don't like that. Then make it blend. I don't know what to do. Her lips, her eyebrows, her eyes. I have no idea. So what color? Turquoise and brown always go good together. Yeah, this was. I was just using pencil there. Yep, Prismacolor. Which, like, the way that went down, I feel like I want to use some more. But I got to do something other than her hair. I'll be in her hair forever. I do that with Hannah Carlson. Hannah Carlson books. I will be on that hair forever because I just love coloring it. It's just that hair is just fun to color. I do need to get that spot there. That looks kind of weird, brother. I think I need my other light on. I think that's the problem. I'm getting a shadow, and I can't see my hand. Excuse me. I need a little backlight. Okay, I think I can't help it. I love turquoise and brown together, so I'm gonna pull out a turquoise, I think. Hey, Foxy. Yeah, I did get stickers. They were the ones I think I did. I order on Monday, I think. But I'm still cranky about them. I don't know. They make me feel some type of way, just like the diamonds. The small diamond painting things. I don't know why they make me feel some kind of way. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna mix color for this. Just gonna figure out how. Oh, this is metallic. I didn't want metallic. Oh well. I'm gonna use part of it on the outside. I wish I could remember where I put all my blendy things because they're all together. Yep, I did. I did. Is this metallic too? Yeah, I don't want metallic. I'm not trying to be metallic. The regular. The regular. Oh, that wasn't the blue I wanted though. The blue's kind of nice though because it's different. That looks gray. It's a sea green, but it looks gray. I don't know how I'm going to get this in there. I guess I got to use a brush and dab. I need to find another brush. So I also have prepped some things to bake, and I need to make meatballs. So I had this stuff in the fridge, thawing out in the fridge to do that. what this comes to. So 21. What's the name of that one? Why am I a small child? Huh? Why did I want that book now? What are you going on about? I do need a little bit of water. Oh, almost had an accident right there. And I need to blot this. There we go. This one is Grains of Gold. Grains of Gold. Sorry, I can't talk right. My braces are bracing. And I like this one because it has some of like the pictures from her books before this. And then she added 11 new ones. So it's kind of like she put the most popular ones, I guess, in here. And then added 11 new pictures. Yeah, I guess we're going to make the brown work with it, which we can make the brown work with it. So we're going to have to make the brown work with it. Unless, I mean, I could put gel crayon down here and then go over it with alcohol marker, but like that sounds like too much work. Just even saying it was too much work. So I don't think that's my plan. Water. I used a little too much water in one spot on that other page I was coloring the other night on your live, Foxy. That's when I discovered, okay, you can't go, this book is not made for, heavy water. So this is the thing. I'm always in the process of making my accidents work for me. I just get, it's like, because I don't know how a lot of mediums work, so it's like I have to, okay, I'm going to make the accident work. Kind of like that. Do I want white to be behind that? That's something I've never done before, which would be kind of interesting. I think. What was the color I used? It says teal. I'm going to try and stay light since this one on here is light. I'm going to try and stay there in that area. Still wet. Yes, I want to bake some like breakfast bars, and I have some cooked quinoa. It's like the black pearl quinoa, and my husband really, I don't know, he won't eat it unless forced. So I made too much. I made as much as I thought like we would both eat, but he's not eating it. So I want to put that in them. I smashed up some apples. And I made, for the first time, I made almond butter, I guess. It's kind of grainy, but it's going to go in a breakfast bar, so I guess that'll be okay. Um, Basically, you just grind up the almonds, and if you need to put a little bit of oil in it, you do, and I did. Um, so I needed to get rid of these almonds. They've been around for a while, and they were in the freezer. And it's like I just need to do something with them. And so that's gonna go in there. Of course, oatmeal. I'm gonna make them with oatmeal. The apples, smashed apples. They're really smashed because then I wound up putting them in the um, food processor so that it would get even more smushy. And I put a little bit of water in there, so it's almost like uncooked applesauce. So the apples, the almond butter, the oatmeal, uncooked oatmeal, and I got to figure out what else I got to put in there. I'm probably going to put a little bit of peanut butter in there too, just to kind of add a little bit more flavor. That's kind of nice. I got to live with that. Things covered, basically. Okay, so we got the inside done. Didn't do too bad matching her golden high pro glow face. Again, this is the book I'm working in. If I can, I don't even know if I can open and close the book without causing a disaster. So let me clean this up a little bit. It's snowing. Nope. I'm telling you, it keeps snowing though. Which I mean, I kind of don't mind that because I mean that's always how it used to be. And it would just keep being this way, until March, which was fine because one thing it avoids flooding because you get the gradual thaws in between, like the real slight thaws, like not major thaws. So it gives all the water bodies time to absorb that water and then distribute it to other waterways, bigger waterways. But if we get like those big thaws, when we get, not only does the snow thaw, but then when we get precipitation again, while it's warm, it'll rain and then it floods, which is not good. So I'm going to have to do something, probably acrylic marker or alcohol marker to cover that up. So I got to figure out how to solve that. So because dealing with the water with the hair was so messy. Let's see, what else? What can we do? What do we feel brave enough to do? Oh, there's more hair. There's some here. Grrr. Okay. Is this too? I can't remember what color I used. That's why I always try to get everything done of something that with whatever pencils I'm using, and try and do that all at once because if I go back, I won't remember. I don't think that's the right color, but it's going to be now. It's going to be the color now. I'll touch it up with... Maybe I'll wait until after I do the background to outline that so then it won't bleed through like that other one did. Okay, what are we doing now? Oh, you can see the metallic on here. That's kind of cool. I like that. Um, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay, so what else? What else? What else? I think I should do that all in pencil. I don't know how I would do. I don't want to be like sitting there with a brush trying to do that. That doesn't sound like fun. Not at all. I'm using pencil. I can find my sharpener. I don't really want that one. There's stuff on the side of the desk. I don't know. This makes me think I'm going to do the other guy just in all pencil. Because this is like stressing me out too much. This is not the one that likes this, but thought about watching a movie today. Some movie came up on my YouTube suggestion. Oh, that came right out. Okay, that's why we don't use that one. Goodness gracious. Hey, Mary. Wait. Okay, I love this pencil. You can't run out on me, yellow ochre. I don't know if I have a backup. Oops. Okay, just that little bit of water. I spilled it. I bumped it. I forgot it was there. This is what happens to me. This is why I don't like water on my desk. Oh, get up there. Let the glue fall down. Okay. No water on my desk. I wonder if I should go lighter first. After all that. Ew, and then I don't want to touch that. No, brother. It's too much work. And why is this green? Oh, it says lemon yellow. Oops. Doesn't look lemon yellow. I'm really half paying attention. That's what happens when you try to do too many things at one time. But basically, it's like do anything to avoid doing any work. Like work. Although I already have done some work, but I'm kind of did it at my leisure, but I'm just wondering when I get rest. I want rest. I want rest. Let's see, that doesn't look lemon yellow. It's one thing I know that I'm never going to want to buy ever again. Foxy is Hannah, what Linda is coloring. Okay. Just, I ain't feeling it. And she always does these funky noses on them, too. My thing is, I love coloring their hair. Probably should use purple and yellow. Use purple later. I almost tried, well, I tried briefly, maybe for 5 minutes, to try and set up to stream playing a game, but I can't, I don't know what the heck, I don't understand it. And I might, if I didn't have so much stuff in my head right now. And I was like, I guess I'm not. Because I always play that game on Facebook, Hedgies. And I thought, well, you can just stream the game. You don't have to come on in color. You can just stream the game. But I couldn't figure it out. And I've been thinking about, well, downloading the Discord thing again. But it's like, no, don't you do that. Don't even try it until summer. Because I mean, I can't even remember the last time I got the blue screen of death on any computer. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I can just go in the app. I mean, go in on the browser. Hey, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So I want to make the breakfast bars. And actually, now that I think of it, from what I'm putting in it, well, I might want to bake it for at least a little bit because of the apples, the applesauce, or whatever the heck it is. I only did apples because I didn't have any more bananas left. My bananas, went bad, so couldn't use the bananas. I usually don't like the taste of apples in things, like in, baked goods, unless it's apple pie. That's different. But like to put it in, like, like say, like how you make pumpkin bread, to make apple bread, or cake that has like apples on it. Ooh, no. I like my apples fresh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that looks kind of special, huh? But it is still this thing, so it can't be that special. It have to look like a wrist. So last night, while I was listening to Martha Makes Art and Bubbles, I was coloring in my Sarah Renee Clark planner, and I finished that first page in there that I was coloring. And I added some things to the calendar in there for what I did over the past few days, as far as I could remember. So, and I picked another page to color, which is actually, I picked the front page in there, the face page. And I'm using my old colored pencils, the Xena colors, and the first set of Crayola pencils that I had. And Sioux color water-based markers. So that's what I'm using on that page. Oop, the glue keeps wanting to fall down. Excuse me. My nose is all stuffed up. But you know what? I forgot. I need to take a decongestant. I haven't taken one for a long time. I really think I need that because my ears are really been plugged up. But I guess I figure there's not anybody like I have to, if I don't have to listen to a whole lot of people, I guess I don't really. Do I need to unplug my ears? Oh, something's funny. It's like I think my sister's trying to get me to send me a picture of me. I've never liked having my picture taken. And that, it's always like, you better catch me, but while living in the wild, because if you don't, I'm not posing for. Mm-mm. You better catch it while you can, while I'm living, because I'm not standing still for nothing. I'm not gonna try and smile, especially for the camera or anything, because it always looks stupid. And we have like a group chat, with all of us with family, and she sent a picture of herself, um, from in her car. And oh my gosh, did I spill more water than I thought I did? My sharpener's wet. That's gross. Um, so then my brother texted a picture of himself. And I looked at them and I was like, oh, so what? You think I'm going to follow? After all this time, you really think I'm going to change? Don't they tell you old people don't change? I'm in the middle of you two, and we're all old. I ain't sending no picture. You want a picture of me, you come here and visit me, and you catch it while I'm doing something because I ain't posing. I do not like having my picture taken. Period. The end. I've always been that way. Since I was a kid. It ain't changing now. Sorry. For you. Just remember what I look like. That's all you gotta do. Besides, what I look like is the least important. Because, that's gonna, burn up. That's not gonna last. It's who I am that's gonna last. Not what I look like. I know I'm cranky. But I have a right. I can be cranky if I want to. That's just how I feel, and I know there's no logic to it at all. I admit that. There's no logic, no reasoning. It's just the way it is. It's just like how I feel about stickers. It's just the way it is. For me. How I feel about it. So I'm like, well, you better get Mark to take a picture of me while I'm doing something, because that's the only one you're going to get. That's the only way you're going to get a picture. And I don't mind if he sends it. It's just like, I'm not posing for it. You better just get it. Oh, I think it was, I don't know how long ago, I was talking about the meatballs. Okay, so I know that I never again want to buy anybody's chicken Italian sausage. I do not like that stuff at all. And I've been trying to get rid of some that have been in the freezer. And I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to mix them with other meat and make excuse me, and make meatballs. Because then they can disguise the weirdness of them in the other meat and the spices for the meatballs. Some things are nasty. I tried so many ways to cook them to make them palatable to me, and none of those ways worked. So now we're going for the gusto, it's the final pack of them too. Final pack. And I think I think in order to make sure that they don't mess up the meatballs, I'm actually going to cook it first. I'm going to grind it up and I'm going to cook it with onions, maybe some garlic too. And let it cool. And then I'm going to mix it with the other meat for the meatballs. That's how bad these chicken sausage things are. Nasty. But I don't want to throw them away. And we don't have any dogs anymore that I can cook them up and give them to. See, that was what another thing the dogs were good for. Okay, so like, good thing I never complained about the fact that my sister-in-law's dogs would come over and then they'd look kind of like, you know, stand at the kitchen doorway because they knew if I was cleaning out the refrigerator, they knew there was something in there for them. It's like, well, I can't eat it, but it's not bad enough that a dog couldn't eat it. It's like, here you go. They knew why to come over to my house. Linda's cleaning out her refrigerator. Let's go. As crazy as it was having that many animals around, it really was fun. It could be frustrating at times, but it was fun. I miss having animals. I miss being around animals. Obviously, I'm sure everybody can tell that. They just were a lot of fun. Whose dog was Demetra's dog? Oh my gosh. Her puppy, he's gorgeous. I don't know what kind of dog he is, but he's gorgeous. I need everybody to have a teleporter, a Sims teleporter, so you can let me babysit your dogs. Or let them come over to visit when they get on your nerves. Wow, that's bright. Ooh. I need another color and kind of tone it down a bit. I don't want this silver. It's in the wrong bunch of pencils. This isn't what I want either. Maybe I'll know more. Yeah, I have this whole thing like if well lately I think because I have so much to do that if I have to put any effort into breakfast, I just don't eat. It's got to be there. It's got to be ready, like ready. I mean, I guess because things have gotten so much more intense lately with the house kind of being torn up with my husband working on spots that like even the little bit that I could do, like to make a smoothie or whatever in the morning, I can't do it. It's got to be ready. Whatever it is has to be ready. Like just pick it up, eat. or like I won't. So that's why I wound up for the first time in ages. I bought years and years. I bought yogurt, yogurt in the cups. I bought a bunch of them because it's like you have no excuse. Open it up, eat it, and so I'm just gonna try to do that until I can. I don't know. Life can get a little more stabilized. So I put a little bit of chia on top of it, just a teeny bit. I don't know if that helps though. It just seemed I don't know. I didn't really check to see how many hours it was in between when I first ate and then I ate the next time, but I seem like why does it seem like I'm hungry? Has it been 4 hours or what? It didn't seem like it had been, but it might have been. I have to pay more attention to that too. I have to get back to eating regularly because that's actually how I lose weight. I gain weight when I don't eat. Because I wait forever to eat and then I eat a regular sized meal and then it's like body's like whoa, metabolism freaks out. So to eat a little bit throughout the day, enough protein to keep my metabolism going. Because actually when I was doing for a while, what was it, 2020, started doing Noom, Noom, and like they give you like 1,200 calories, and I was having a hard time getting to 1,200 calories because I just don't eat. It's like, oh, some people were saying that like it's not enough. They were complaining that's not enough calories. It's like I always wind up with calories left over I can eat. It's like I don't know what's. I'm really messed up. I really had to learn how to eat again. And after I get my braces off, I'm going to be back there learning how to eat again. Well, it'll be easier then because I can go back to how I was doing it. Eating my grapes and my walnuts. Grapes and roasted walnuts. Oops, went over the line. Way over the line. I'm thinking about using purple to kind of darken this up, but I'm scared. I'm scared the purple is going to be too purple. Or my hand's not going to be light enough to make it not look purple. But I used to, like, one of my favorite things for breakfast used to be, like, um, a spoonful of Greek yogurt and, like, chopped up half an apple, um, sprinkle chia seeds, throw some roasted walnuts in there, and then sprinkle, drizzle a little bit of honey on it. Oh my god, that was so good. And it was filling. That's probably my favorite thing for breakfast. But I don't even have time to do that. Plus, I have to be careful how I eat the walnuts and all the garbage. I should probably, what I could do though, if I wanted to eat that, is to make some of them, and put them in the small mason jars. Make them ahead of time. Meal prep. Meal prep them. But then that's like, well, that'd be something I'd have to work into my schedule when I'm going to do that. It's like, no matter what, we're meal prepping this time. We're breakfast prepping. I don't know, I keep lining all these things, but what I really want to do is get it that yellow. Oh my. Oh. I'm going to do for some more coffee. And I need to start dealing with the meatballs. Over. Okay. How am I gonna? I need to dull the. This is like so bright. Huh. I have to open my Prismacolor case. Yeah, Taylor, that's what it is. That's why. Body is saving everything up because it's thinking, oh my god, she's starving. Don't burn anything up. Save it. And then I get fat. So I have to force myself to eat regularly. But it's hard. That's why I used to, before I had braces, I would always take grapes and walnuts with me all the time. Um, just to keep my metabolism going, especially if I had long days. Just take grapes and walnuts. And when I was home, that's what I would eat, grapes and walnuts. Or and apples also, sliced apples, apples and peanut butter, making sure I got some protein. I would always take things like that I could just nibble on so that it would keep my energy up, and it also would keep my metabolism going and give me fiber. I have to do some blending in here. I wonder if maybe just to make this look more like wood, I probably would need some overall darker color somehow. But I don't know which one. My picker ain't too good right now today. Brain is just kind of fried. And I don't want to get out more pencils. That's a big part of it. I don't want to get out more pencils. And I want to put away the pencils I have, so that's kind of also messing with my picker. What is that? It's almost 3 o'clock. Ooh, what's that one? ASMR. Or something. What is this? Oh. I wonder how. Okay, one of these guys is probably going to do it. That's another French spray. See which one of these will tone it down a little bit. I knew that whole tip came off. Oh, brother. Gotta empty this too. It's whoa full. Wow, it's really full. In that I think Amazon's sick of me. The what do you call it? What's it called? I still have it open on here. Yeah, it does a little bit. I like how his eyebrows are. Did I have that page open still? Or did I close it? Okay, was it overhead camera mount desk stand that's supposed to be able to bear 18 pounds? All of a sudden, I looked on Amazon and they said they issued a refund. I'm like, issued a refund? I didn't ask for anything. I didn't get it. Like, what's going on? And I don't know. I think it got damaged or something during. It says damage in transit. Which I don't know if the person got in an accident or I don't know what happened, but for them to all of a sudden just refund it, I was like, you didn't even ask me. I still want it, so now I got to go back. I have to go to the Hood Tables her page on Amazon and order it again. But I found that weird. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good that they did it that way, so I can make sure that it goes so that she gets credit for it. So maybe that's like a positive. But I don't know. It's kind of weird, like having to watch how I order things now because I don't know. I just feel weird. I don't want them coming out in bad weather, and I don't know. Because having worked up here all my life, I know that, and having been in entry levels jobs, when I was younger, I know sometimes they don't give a crap what the weather is like. They're like, no, you got to go out there. No, you got to come to work. And but I don't want anybody going through that for just something I'm ordering, you know. I don't know how to deal with that. That kind of did something. I don't know if it did enough. It's doing something. This is 10% French gray. Yeah. And see this, I think this is also through a seller. And so I'm wondering, and that was the same thing that happened with my crayons. So see, I said crayons. I've always said that. I only realized that, when I was in a live with Annie and somewhere with Annie and Foxy Colorist. They say it right. I don't say it right. I say crayons. Like it's CRANS. Oh, must be an upstate New York thing, no doubt. Crayons. I always said crayons. Like, really? I remember for the little while that I lived in Atlanta, people kept saying to me, "Are you from Chicago?" And I would look at them, Chicago? I've never even been to Chicago. What do Chicago people talk like? I don't know. They said they talk like me. It's like, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. Oh my gosh, this thing is breaking. I need my other sharpener. This is not working for this. It's got the whole, shoot. The whole tip is stuck in there. Oh, brother. I guess this one says, I don't want to work anymore today. Boy. I need to put a graphite pencil in here, I think. Crayons, because of how it's written. Crayons. I say crayons. I mean, I think I'm saying the YONS, but it's very like, can't really hear it when I say it the way I say it. I say crayons. Like it's CRA apostrophe NS. Crayons. Nose is all stuffed up. Yeah, this is kind of making it a little less, in your face. Probably gonna do some more with it too. But that at least tones it down a little bit. Whew, I just remembered I gotta take my vitamin D today. Vitamin D and K2. Yeah, I like how that kind of dulled it down a little bit. I can work with that. Because then I can also bring out a little more yellow there if I want to, but it's like, it's just kind of like just enough to, it probably could be toned down a little bit more for this to kind of talk back to each other, so to speak. So what is it about the? Oh, okay. You're talking to Taylor because she's got issue with them faces. Okay. So okay, this is in the wrong bunch. I'm trying to bunch up my pencils so I can put them all away. Let's get the case out and put them away. So I'm trying to keep light pencils together. Okay. Let's see. Oh, these gotta go with that. I still don't know what I'm doing with that thing in her head. I kind of wish I hadn't done this up here. But I'm also thinking of maybe adding another color acrylic pen to it just to and change it. I don't know. Sounds kind of dangerous, but I don't know. I might. I don't know. What else we got? When am I making these things? I'm going to bedazzle them. And if I do that, the bedazzling probably should kind of match, I guess. Even though that would make it kind of matchy-matchy. Kind of. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here because I'm not sure where to go from here on her. And I don't want to start another page. And I don't want to get out another book. So, yeah. So I think that's it for me. So, thank you for joining me. I just found some more pencils, excuse me. Some more Prismacolors. Yeah, because I really want to switch out my pencils so I can, when I get these back into the case, which is still left of me, I have some colors that need to get back in the case. And yeah, I'm almost feeling like coloring with the Polychromos, but I can't do that with all this crap on my desk. I gotta get some of this off of here because it's actually driving me nuts. That's making me cranky too, to be honest. All these pencils on my desk and pens. I need them off of here. Need them off of here. So that's it for me. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye. Thanks for coming.